Is this your first time out on this bike or no?
Second time.
Second time. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Have you done single track before?
No, I've never done single track.
Okay. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We're at Stony today, but this time with a bunch of guys. Got a couple new guys with us that haven't done single track before. 5 in the group. We're looking forward to the day. It's actually cooled off a little bit. It's about mid-70s now. It feels really nice. It is dusty though. So we're gonna take it easy. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so that's Michael. He hasn't done single track before, so I'm kind of hanging back and making sure he's okay. You know, everyone starts somewhere, right? Plus, I'm riding here tomorrow with the girl anyway, so I don't mind having an easy day. Help someone get into the sport. He's done double track, he's done dual sporting, but single track is a little trickier. The entrance here is a little rough. Danny in front of me. I met Danny a few weeks ago. We rode at Bankhead. That video should be out by now. He hasn't ridden in like 10 years and he is fast. I mean, some people just have natural talent. He rode a lot before that and as a kid. I think when you get started as a kid, it just ingrains in you, you know? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that as a kid. You good? Yeah, those roots are kind of nasty, man. Yeah, he just picked up that 250 FX a little while ago. I think it's second time out on the bike. Coming from, you know, dual sports and double track stuff, this is definitely different. You got to learn kind of how to maintain momentum through this stuff. You alright, man? What happened? Did you take a tumble?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just new to it is all.
Well, I know, and I wish there really isn't like easier single track than this in Alabama, other than small sections of it in some places, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm having the same problem with my girlfriend. Like, how do I teach her this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So we bypassed all this stuff, and we went to the top where I told you where it's flat.
Yeah.
And we kind of did that a couple times. I'll hang out with you if you want to keep trying. It's just, it might be a rough day for you, but you'll learn.
Right? The hard part is that when you're new, you're slow.
Yep.
And when you're slow, it's hard.
Yep. Amen.
So I fucked up right here and had to come to a stop or run into a tree.
Yeah.
Which tumbled me.
Yeah, because you probably put a foot down, there was nothing there.
Yep.
Yep. Do you want to keep going? Because I got to let those guys know either way, so I'm probably going to run up and let them know. Do you want to keep going?
Go ahead and run up there.
Okay.
I'll take a breather and I'll catch up with you guys.
Well, I'll come back for you, but I just want to let them know what's going on.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bummer. See, that's what I'm talking about in terms of teaching someone single track in Alabama. It's kind of hard because this is the terrain we have. And I mean, tell me in the comments if there are better examples of single track that are easier for beginners, other than the top section where I took my girlfriend, where it's pretty flat. That's the easiest I know of for like true single track, and then that doesn't really prepare you for this stuff. This is all lessons learned on falling off and hitting things, you know, unfortunately. You good? So you can even go with the engine off and just maintain rear brake, you know, and just kind of ease your way down. But it's going to be a little slippery. So like, but yeah, check this out. I'm just on the clutch, 1 foot down, right? And just doing this. Don't panic. Don't grab the front brake too hard. Right? Well, it looks more intimidating than it really is. Slowly, slowly. Maintain control. Very good. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to stop and tell you a couple of things when I feel they're relevant. Yeah. We have a lot of sweepers like this in Alabama where it's an uphill sweeper and it's usually rutted. Okay. The best way to do it is to try to get a little bit of acceleration. I sometimes stick a leg out. Just be careful. Don't twist your foot and destroy your knee. But you got to kind of like rail it. You can't stop in the middle, because otherwise you're going to have a hard time again. So there's a big root right here. So if you see a root, just accelerate. I know it's mentally hard to do. Yeah. But yeah, sweepers like this and any sort of switchback, you really kind of got to get into it and stay on it. Okay. Okay? Heck yeah. He's doing it. Slowly, but he's doing it. The first time seeing single track like this, I know the camera doesn't really do it justice as usual, but it can be very intimidating. See if you can make that. It's not hard, it's just a constant uphill and it's a little bit loose. Well, here's engine going. I think he's still moving. Oh, he stopped. It's not a good place to stop. Because it's hard to start going again unless you got pretty good clutch control. Because this stuff is, you can see it's very loose. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Heck yeah, dude. Get up there. Nicely done. So this is the section of the single track that I took my girlfriend on. Again, it's as easy as I can think of. And you can do this, you know, a number of times to get comfortable between trees. But it doesn't really prepare you for some of the other natural obstacles that we so often see out here. He's doing it. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'll just go behind you. So I always got faster when there was someone behind me because I felt guilty, like I needed to go faster. So we're gonna see if I can put a little friendly pressure on him. Also, it helps to kind of watch the rider, see what they're doing or not doing. Not that I'm a professional teacher or anything like that, obviously, but I've ridden with a lot of new guys that are now faster, and I've seen them kind of grow and progress over time. And usually it's similar things, so they're not impossible to identify. Heck yeah. What gear are you in?
First.
I would not see. That's what I was wondering because I heard it. So
Yeah.
first is very abrupt.
Yeah.
And you got a reckless, so you don't got to worry about stalling. I would try second. Second is smoother.
Okay.
I mean, I know obviously the bikes are geared differently, but in general, first gear is for like
Good idea.
crawling out of stuff. I think it's a big difference because otherwise you're like, yes, I was jerking you, you know? So yeah, try second. Right here, there's a bit of a step down right past the sticks, if I remember correctly, but it's, you know, it's about yay big.
Oh, okay.
So it's not too bad. And you just keep going. This is still the easy stuff for now.
Cool.
I think this is Sandy's tree. This is where my girlfriend smacked the tree and went over into the woods, I'm pretty sure. Yep. There's a tape she tore down. Bad tree. Hey, he got that tree. Good. That's a tricky one right there. He's running on pretty worn MX tires, which is not doing him any favors out here. But luckily it's a dry day, so you don't have to deal with wet traction. Heck yeah. Nice and easy. Okay, you see that? That's the hard one, okay? So, lean this way, right? That's a hard one. I missed that in the video, but I wanted to get out of his way. I realized he would have speed. It's dumb for me to stop there. He did it though. That's a hard one. Even some of the seasoned guys I ride with don't like that turn right there because it's loose and it's downhill right after a turn. I mean, once you do it enough times, it becomes, second nature, obviously. But like I said in the beginning, it can be really intimidating. Heck yeah. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I think that's a Stark Varg. No wonder I couldn't hear him. Perfect. That's a rough one right there. I think he's getting faster.
Alabama dirt rider, everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Alabama
dirt rider.
Gotta help the new guys out. He's doing good. No, like you got faster towards the second half here.
Yeah.
Because I'm not stopping as much for you. If we do another lap, I bet you'll be even faster.
That race.
Can't see nothing behind these guys. We're doing we're doing a second lap here. Michael, who I was riding with, is going to go practice some other things, so trying to follow these fast guys. Can't see. I had to back off. Woo! slippery. Almost smacked that tree. Well, being slow has benefits. No more dust. It is dry and slippery. How long were you waiting? Okay.